It is week 14. This is either win and get in, or you're chilling, waiting for the playoffs to start. Either way, got a lot to discuss today. We're gonna go over my running back and wide receiver rankings pretty quick, hit the Pigskin Pick'em, and I'm gonna be giving you some tips and tricks for your week 14 matchups and preparing for the playoffs. And it's been an interesting week, so I'm gonna fill you in on some random stuff about me and my life. So, without further ado, let's get it started. Week 14 top 40 wide receivers by tier. Must start. Give me the list, Jeffrey.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, Puka Nacua, Jamar Chase, T. Rice, Nico Collins, Devontae Adams, AJ Brown,
Michael Wilson. Solid starts.
Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle, Justin Jefferson, Emeka Egbuka, Devonta Smith, Lad McConkey, Michael Pittman Jr., Terry McLaurin, T. Higgins,
Flex plays.
Khalil Shakir, Cortland Sutton, Christian Watson, Zay Flowers, Jacoby Myers, Deebo Samuel, DK Metcalf, Brian Thomas Jr.,
Alec Pierce.
Chris Godwin,
Troy Franklin.
DJ Moore,
Questionable flexes. Adonai Mitchell.
Xavier Worthy, Romeo Doubs, Jordan Addison, Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnston, Jaden Higgins.
Moving on to running back rankings. Week 14 top 40 running back rankings by tiers. Give me the list, Jeffrey.
Devon Achane, James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, Josh Jacobs,
Must starts.
Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, Derrick Henry,
Solid starts.
Breece Hall, Kyron Williams, RJ Harvey, Quinshon Judkins, Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley, Kenneth Walker III, Travis Etienne Jr., Jalen Warren,
Flex plays.
Omarion Hampton, DeAndre Swift,
Woody Marks.
Aaron Jones,
Questionable flexes. Devin Neal, Kenneth Gainwell, Kyle Monungai, Kareem Hunt,
Zach Charbonnet,
Chris Rodriguez Jr.,
Jordan Mason, Tony Pollard,
Kilmani Vidal,
Tyjae Spears, Tyler Allgeier, Isaiah Pacheco,
Michael Carter,
Baishul Tuten,
and Samaje Perine. Moving over to Pigskin Pick'em. Week 14, Pigskin Pick'em. I'm no longer on fire. Pick'ems this year have been crazy. But no excuses, we're coming back. One game at a time. Already got this Lions game right. Thank God. Moving on. Seahawks minus 7.5. Their defense is fierce. Kirk Cousins is washed. And they won't have Drake London. Seahawks should be able to cover. I think it's going to be pretty close though. Browns minus 4.5. I just think that defense is elite. They're at home, and the Titans are bad. Again, this one could be close. Commanders minus 1.5. I think the Commanders are a better team. I'm concerned about JJ McCarthy. I'm happy he's back, and I'm rooting for him, but he hasn't been great. Jaden Daniels should be back in this game, and I think he gets the dub. Dolphins minus 2.5. They've been winning some games, and I still think they're solid. I also just don't believe in the Jets. Plus, it's within a field goal. Let's go. Saints plus 8.5. Honestly, it's just too many points. My Bucks win this game, but 8.5 in a divisional game. And Tyler Shuck isn't playing terrible. I think they could keep it within a one-score game. Jaguars plus 1.5. They're at home and less injured. Daniel Jones has a leg injury. Plus Sauce Gardner's out. And I get a 1.5. This should be a really close divisional matchup. Could go either way. Steelers plus 5.5. 5.5, too many points for a divisional matchup, specifically this one. These two teams play each other pretty close. Lamar Jackson is pretty banged up. I mean, to be fair, so is Aaron Rodgers. But I think that Mike Tomlin can keep it within a field goal. Definitely within 5. Bengals plus 5.5. I just think this team is good. Their offense is electric, and they can keep up with almost anybody. It's whether or not their defense can stop anybody. I don't want to bet against Joe Burrow. I think he's going to be slinging it. Broncos minus 7.5. This one I do not like. Divisional matchup, 7.5 points. It's a lot of points. Plus the last game they played was 10-7. But that game was weird. There's some missed field goals, some strange turnovers. Honestly, this one's coming down to Max Crosby being out. If Max Crosby's out, I just don't see them putting enough pressure on Bo Nix. Big spread, but I'll take it. Plus, the Raiders are terrible, and the Broncos' defense is so good. Bears plus 6.5. This one honestly makes me nervous. I think it could go either way. I really don't like that Roma Doomsday's out, but they have weapons galore, so I think they'll just replace him with someone else. There's so many receivers on this team. But I think the Bears keep it competitive. And they could always backdoor cover. They won't be giving up. Cardinals plus 8.5. I went back and forth on this one a lot. Like, as in a couple minutes ago, I was thinking about going with the Rams, especially because Marvin Harrison Jr. is out, but 8.5 is a lot of points for a divisional matchup. The team is at home, and Jacoby Brissett's been really competitive. He's fighting for a job, whether it's here or somewhere else, and Michael Wilson's been pretty good. I just think that they could backdoor cover at 8.5. I mean, the Rams did just lose to the Panthers. Texans plus 3.5. This is going to be an interesting Sunday night game. I think the Chiefs can win it, but the way that they're playing, I really can't give them the hook. 3.5 is too many points for a team that is struggling. Going up against the Texans, whose defense is incredible, I'm hoping the Chiefs have a nice, easy win, but they ain't had an easy win in a minute. And this defense is for real, for real. But they're at home, they should be cold, and I think they're the better team. In a clear must-win game. I think Patrick Mahomes takes it down, but not by 3.5. Eagles minus 2.5. What a great Monday night game. But Chargers are banged up. Herbert just had surgery on his hand. Yes, it's his non-throwing hand, but still. They're banged up. Missing offensive linemen. They should get their star running back, Omarion Hampton, back. That would be nice. But regardless, give me the champs on the road with less than a field goal. I'll take that. And give me 43, I'll take the over because I enjoy points. Now let's talk about how you handle week 14. So, for lack of better terms, week 14 tips and tricks. If you are a win and get in, this week's the only week that matters. Anything you can do to maximize the points, you gotta do. Because if you lose, you're out. So I wouldn't worry about picking up players that you're not going to play unless you're playing defense, which basically means keeping players from other people in the playoffs. It's all about this week. Worry about next week. For all the fantasy managers who do not need this week to make the playoffs, but you don't have your seeding locked up, try to get the dub, but look to the future as well. Go get that extra defense. Make sure you're getting your handcuffs. Watch the injury reports and see who gets banged up. And people that have already locked in the bye and this week doesn't matter, next week doesn't matter. Like me, I have 2 bye weeks and it's locked up. I already got them. So this week doesn't matter, next week doesn't matter. But just like everybody else, make sure you get your backups. Make sure you get your second defense if you need it. You have the ability to be patient on things. You can look longer term in the future. So you're not looking for defenses for week 15. You're looking for defenses in 16 and 17. Those could be completely different defenses. Make sure you're thinking ahead. And you're still going to use the waiver wire next week. There will be injuries. There will be matchups. People are going to be forced to drop people this Sunday. So if you have a bye, keep an eye out for who was dropped. Trust me, desperate times calls for desperate measures, and people are getting desperate. Capitalize on that. So I've been having technical difficulties. Again. Oh my gosh. So one day, out of nowhere, I turn on my computer, all the screens, gray. I can sign in, I can go to my profile, I can open the profile. Gray everywhere. I can still see the mouse, still move the mouse, Control Alt Delete still works, but none of my stuff is here. And of course, I do the thing that I always do when any weird stuff happens to my computer. ChatGPT, what happened? Help me. So we do a bunch of troubleshooting, and it is decided that this GPU is too old and not good enough. MSI GeForce GTX, it's like a 1600 or something, I don't know. Wasn't good though. So chat told me I needed to upgrade. It said it would do better stuff in my system. And so I have a new GPU. Boom. Gaming Trio GeForce RTX 5080. It's pretty good. I set it up myself, as I did for the rest of this computer. I built this desktop from scratch with help from my dog Mikey. Shout out, my boy. But of course, needed a new power supply because this GPU is much better than the last GPU, needs more power. So I got this, RM1000, should be solid. So I'm up and running, but I had to pretty much figure out a way to get all my stuff back, all my buttons, all my settings. So it took me a bit, but I think I'm up and running, other than the fact that I recorded everything in horizontal and not in vertical and now have to convert that. That's unfortunate, but lessons learned. And that's the thing about being a content creator. It's mess up, fix it, rinse and repeat. But it's week 14. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We're getting into this, and we're about to get a dub. Head on to the playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? I'm just trying to win a game. So, if you have any questions, hit me up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell down below. I'll see you soon, Bay Nation. Good luck this week. Peace.